though. There's assistance, there's chatter. They
finished. The BB was doing
man, unbelievable stuff. Just these guys are unbelievably mechanically, and I think one thing that helps Humble succeed, there are clear definitions to this composition. At the end of the day, to catch a
motions throughout, just
final, no shot.
Well, so far so good. The confidence from the crowd isn't misplaced in this Humble roster as they go 2-0, 2-0 through Brawl Ball and Knockout. We head on to the heist next in Pit Stop, and this could be over fast if it goes Humble's way. This is a base racy map, and FUT need to get it right.
They have to figure something out here. Look, we saw SK Gaming earlier. I think a lot of us, including myself, really thought of SK Gaming and Humble as our two top contenders. We saw them at the Brawl Cup, but also it just feels like it's been a long time coming. Defending champions out of Humble have looked unfazed on the LAN stage. You can say what you want about online, but when they are in an arena, it's just different. And SK, of course, were pushed a little bit. It was a successful score. But right now, Humble have not wavered, have not moved a muscle, have not dropped a game. Something's just clicking right now.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Humble looking on top of the world. And, you know, I don't necessarily think FUT are playing bad. I don't think the drafts have been terrible. But I think Humble are just peaking at the moment. And they need to be against a team like this. So many pros backstage were saying, FUT, they're looking like a contender. They're at least top 3. They could do it all. They're unfazed by the big stage. And so far it seems Humble are more of the same, unfazed under these conditions. As I said, we're going on to heist in Pit Stop, so it's fast. You've got to be ready to go aggressive. You've got to be ready to defend. And it's going to be a big mode for both of these teams. Do Humble get this sweep done and head to the semis on top of the world? Or do FUT Esports get the dream reverse sweep against the 24 champions?
Our bans have come in, and RT is out for both sides. And the unique one's going to be any berry compositions no longer. Lily, an aggressive brawler, Hank a tank, is going to be a great one there too. And Otis for defense is just insane right now. So that fact that we're on Pit Stop, again, looking out for brawlers like Kaze and Miko at this point, especially now that we have some of those defenders out of the way. We're running limited on those two. Somebody like Horde is usually a way for teams to kind of get a defensive presence. It's not great for offense, it's not great for high stage damage, but removing somebody to Shadow Realm is a huge help.
Well, it's go time for Semantic and Humble as they pick the Miko early on as the first pick. Got to be cautious of that, just going straight for the safe. But the same can be said about the Shade on the opposing side. Cordelius to go along with it as well. And that can not only defend Semantic, no, you've got to get it right. It's very easy to miss that super when the Miko's jumping over the top of you time and time again. But it also prevents the Humble from going even more aggression.
Curious if we see something like a kit coming out here soon. I'm going to call it out just in case it happens, but it's a pretty nasty pairing, and I think this could be just a full-out assassin one coming out of Humble. I think they need a flare of defense, but they're running out of top choices. We saw Otis already go off the board, and then on top of that, Cordelius has now been scooped by the other end. So this is going to be Colonel Ruffs. Definitely wouldn't call that an offensive player on that high save.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Ruffs, though. Going to be able to break up this map. You know, Miko likes walls, he likes to be able to jump over them, but his main goal is to just get to the safe. Ruffs can break some of these down, make it harder for Cordelius, make it harder for the Shade to be in the mid-map portion. Yes, they're going to be able to thrive quite a lot behind those unbreakable walls in front of the safe. But Boss should be able to do a solid job of powering up his teammates and getting that extra damage on offense and defense. Meeple's going to come in, and another brawler who can use walls well.
It's a tough spot to be in. I feel like there's a few aggros that this left-hand side could go if they really wanted to. Buzz comes to mind as somebody, Pro maybe, if they want to dive in at this safe and be crazy. We've seen a lot of different kinds of choices. I'm not quite sure where they land. I don't know if Colonel Ruffs goes sandbags. You could go Carl to try and prevent that out, but with 10 seconds on the clock and their tournament lives in hand, they finally need to get a draft right. It's really hard to out-draft somebody like Humble. Obviously, FUT can show that. Whoa, so they did go beefy, but it's a flashy one.
Well, the El Primo, I welcome it. I really do. When you're under pressure like this, you've got to make those big moves and try and get something going. A few big plays with Primo can make your mentality go incredibly wild. Not in the right way, at least. As we head on to this possible last set, I should say, as Humble are 2-0 up against the 23 world champions. They're both looking to continue their run and try to get to the semis. This could be the last, or it could be the start of something special for FUT Esports.
Time to come alive, FUT Esports. You're 2023 champions, and you need to show it here. But it's a different year, a different time, and it could just be another year Humble back one, gain a trophy. They've already got a belt at home. What's one more?
Well, a good dodge and a few shots onto the safe early on. Good defense again from Humble. And a good amount of work from the Miko once more to get down that left-hand side against the Cordelius and find a couple of shots. Meow's going to realm up the roughs here, which I don't think's that incredible, to be honest with you. It's going to allow Gero to go a bit further, but Luki's already got a hypercharge after that first defense. Meteor coming down, and all three on offense, trying to get the job done. Gero gets stopped, and Cordelius taken down too, and Semantic doing as much as 3.
The one little monkey on the bottom right-hand side is doing enough to equate to what the full foot offense is doing. You can start seeing the vision of why Meeple was picked. They want to get shots through walls. That's why they matched El Primo. He can jump over anything, can get in your face at any moment, and he's dishing out a lot of damage here. Would have taken a lead now.
That was disgusting. I don't know if he was just giving it to his teammate or that was the best prediction of all time, but we'll give him the credit when it's required. There's the last break for the side of Humble, and Miko still in an aggressive position. He's just going to go up. It's going to be a base race, but Gero goes down. Luki's coming up with the hypercharge. Can they add more damage to the safe? He's going to come out with a lot of ammo. Meeple's there, and so's the damage for Humble. Match point up next.
Questionable decision-making there. Cordelius Shadow Realmed, and instead of holding firm, dashed to the other side of the map. Because of that, once Semantic popped out, they could take advantage. Just a couple shots, and obviously that star power making a huge influence for why Miko gets selected. He's an insane damage dealer onto that safe. He has free mobility. They have to rein in the monkey.
Semantic going now, and Meow will follow him, but he'll just jump back the other way. Semantic's taking him to the shops now, and he'll get a kill on the backside as well with a nice little gadget. Semantic absolutely taking Meow around the ringer and gets the first crack.
In the meanwhile, Foot have only mustered 6% damage. A strong hold in the middle. Luki dropping a super, making a few tags on the shade with the right-hand side. Now Gero flanking left. They've spaced the floor. Now up the middle. It's a full onslaught coming in from Foot. They're willing to make this trade. It's still Semantic on the lower end. It's going to require an excellent defense here as Na'Vi tries to strike. No! Boss survives! Oh, look at this! Now it's just Meow. They don't have enough damage, and Semantic is continuing to pour it in.
I mean, Gero's leaving again. Semantic's going to get the last crack required. And coming up top, he's up against two players, and one of them has a hypercharge. They're eventually going to be able to clean up the defense and start moving forwards. But now he has a hypercharge in hand, but a lot of work to do. Boss powered up down the left-hand side, all of them playing mid. Can Semantic get the break he needs? He gets realmed, but that takes Meow out the mix for a while as well.
Now Semantic in a flip side. He can jump over that wall, though. They need an insane surge of offense. Otherwise, it's going to be the 2024 World Champions taking it down. Yet another obstacle in their path.
Well, now coming forwards, Meow's going to be able to realm, but he gets nothing back. That was hypercharge too. Gero's just going to try and defend, but a Meeple super will stop him. Semantic coming up, and he should be able to get it